Moving Targets, a knowledge exchange project. It was set up to work with small digital media companies to help them make a transition from the previous kind of model of working for publishers and broadcasters into a sort of direct publishing model where small companies really have to work with their own audiences. So it's really to build up that knowledge of how to work with audiences, what the challenges are, what the opportunities are, and how to convert that into business models for their companies.
It's not about technology, it's about people and about how people work together, collaborate together and create together. So I think that the overriding thing for me that comes out of the conference is that it's actually got nothing to do with the technology for the future. The technology has merely been the catalyst for enabling the practice to start to happen. But in the future, I think we'll evolve some forms of co-creativity and collaboration, co-accountability and different forms of democracy in different contexts and not just around content.
It's great to have that sort of mix of academic colleagues and industry partners come along today to hear about some of the ideas that we've been working with over the last couple of years.
Moving Targets has clearly addressed certain questions, clearly addressed certain methodologies, and has clearly created individuals in the Knowledge Exchange Associates who are extremely well informed.
I was really, I think, lucky to work in a Knowledge Exchange project, and I really liked the collaboration with my colleagues. We would come from different backgrounds and we learn from each other. So, and also the important bit, I think, in Knowledge Exchange is to create this kind of hybrid academic that can work between industry and academia. And I also learned a lot of interesting points that were raised during the talks.
We've had a couple of panel sessions today discussing some ideas mostly around co-creation, so the idea of using or working with your audience to start developing new content. We looked at knowledge exchange as a practice, so how can universities and industry work well together? What's the best model for that happening? Some really fascinating keynotes as well, covering everything from game design and punching bears through to democracy and the operations of the Scottish Parliament. So it's been a wide-ranging debate over the last couple of days. We had a great keynote speech this afternoon from Chris van der Kuyl. Some real insight into working with audiences directly and using things like YouTube and Twitter as a dissemination platform for some of their games. So real insight, real enthusiasm, very interesting. I'm
quite happy because this is the wrap-up of 3 years project. We launched this web tool and this kind of puts a conclusion in our work and opens up also avenues for new projects to come.
Personally, I've been very pleased that the themes hung together so well. We got some real insight and some real interesting perspectives on some of the ideas that we've been working with.
I think the new questions that have been raised are ones that perhaps different disciplines, different subject experts can go away and mull over how those questions fit into their subject discipline and landscape and where their responses might be in the future. And I don't think the work of Moving Targets is dead by any means. I think that there'll be a pervasive element of that will continue with those that engage with the project, but also I think there are specific questions that we need to now concentrate on in terms of what comes after Moving Targets, how do we go and where do we go from here.